For the past 4 months, we have been living in our van in beautiful Baja, Mexico. I feel like we were really living life to the best. Like, we were just truly soaking up the sun, having the best time. We grew closer with older friends and made so many new friends as well. And it was just absolutely amazing. But alas, all good things come to an end. And now we're driving back up to Canada. We were originally going to drive the west coast all the way back up to where we're from, which is Vancouver, BC. But then we found ourselves in Las Vegas for one of our friends' birthdays. And now we're kind of in this strange spot in the country, which we've already kind of explored last year when we traveled through the US. And for us, it's not really worth it to shoot across to the west coast because it adds a whole other traveling day. So we're kind of going up through like the middle-ish of the country. Well, at least not on the coast. So today in this video, let's head up towards Washington and see how far we make it to Canada.
Very much. Thankfully, we only had to drive a little over an hour. We stopped here at Death Valley Coffee Time to get some Americanos and some bagels. We were originally trying to find a Dunkin' and then a Starbucks, and there's literally nothing between Vegas and Reno, which is the drive that we're doing today. So this is the only thing that came up when we looked up coffee and bagels, so hopefully they're good. They look good.
And as always, we always come back into our van and put our own cream cheese on it.
And then he could live freely because the Hondurans would never extradite.
It is snowing and it's -4.
It's actually snowing outside?
Yeah, it's like a little bit of snow is coming down right now.
Oh dear. Why did we leave Baja? Why am I not in Mexico anymore? Turns out, the closer you get to Canada in March, the colder it is. We are in Bend, Oregon. Let's try our best to make the most out of this adventure. So I gotta be honest, right? These are not the most sophisticated breakfast burritos I've ever made. Potatoes, cheese, sausage, and that's it. I've always thought it was weird when people like don't put ketchup on breakfast. Let me know if you are, because I'm always so curious. We are definitely ketchup breakfasters, but I cannot wait to show you where we're going today.
Behind me is the beautiful Society Hotel here in Washington State. Today we are going to be using the spa. There are hot and cold pools and a sauna, so let's go.
I just can't believe how good hydrotherapy makes you feel. Like, this morning I woke up feeling, not like bad, but not the best. Like, we had some wine last night and, we woke up early and whatever, and it's kind of cold here. And then, we go to the spa and I literally feel like a completely different person. Nick and I were just talking, we really want to kind of incorporate definitely like cold plunges and hydrotherapy into a more regular routine. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we're going back to Vancouver and surely Vancouver has like somewhere that has that, And then the next hurdle would be to see how expensive something like that is. So right now it is 10:50. We just drove a little bit more towards Portland because we were in Hood River and we have a meeting at 11 a.m. So we just like pulled into the closest town. This is called Troutdale, and we're just on the side of the road, and I'm gonna take the meeting from here at full bars here, so hopefully it all just goes well, and then we're back on the road. Today we are driving to my uncle's house in Seattle. It's the only family member that we're gonna have the chance to see in the US this time, because we are kind of booking it back to Canada. But anyways, I keep talking and my meeting's so soon, so let me get to that.
On TikTok, saw some of your content about living in a converted ambulance.
We're officially back in the Pacific Northwest when we're greeted with rain. And it is pouring rain.
It's like torrential downpour. So we just arrived here at Rachel's uncle's place. I'm a little bit tired from driving, but honestly just excited to almost be home. And we're going to try our best to enjoy our one last day here in the US before crossing yet another border tomorrow. It's honestly like kind of crazy how fast we made it through the country. Like, I didn't really mean for this to happen. Like, it always just kind of happened. Have to like go. But anyways, here we are. We're like 2 hours from Vancouver. We kind of wanted to stay in Baja a little bit longer to avoid the winter, but we decided to come back a little bit early. And the route that we took to get back to Vancouver was kind of cold. So there was really no point in staying in the States. I think that's kind of why we just like hustled all the way up. And now we're here. Rachel's mom came down and surprised us a day before we are going to be back in Vancouver. So we're going to go hang out. We're going to go enjoy our night and back on the road tomorrow.
Ours wasn't going to take you to the end, and you definitely made it a point to get us before we got you, you know? The problem is that...
So the day has come. We are crossing back into Canada today. It's not a very far drive from my uncle's house to the border, and that's actually why my uncle lives there, because, you know, my family lives in Vancouver, and he works in the US, so it just made sense to be able to cross the border and be able to come for a weekend, whatever. And my mom actually surprised us at his house last night, which was so great. She just drove down, and now we're almost at the border. And like every time we do a border crossing video, I always talk about the fact that I'm nervous for no reason, especially now, like we're crossing back into our home country and blah blah blah. But it says that customs and immigration is in 1 mile, so hopefully all goes well at the border. Hopefully we just breeze on through, knock on wood, and then we will be crossing into BC, and then hopefully making it to Vancouver tonight. So we're pulling up now. Let's hope for the best, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right, so that's officially it. That's the end of our Mexico trip. Obviously, when we left Mexico is really the end, but like, I mean, that's it. Like, that's, you know what I mean? It's weird. Oh God.
Oh my God!
We're home.
We're home. So we are officially back in Vancouver, and you know what that means. The first thing that we have to do is go get sushi. So let's go. Not to be dramatic, but I've been literally waiting for this moment since Baja.
Made it home.
As much as, you know, we're definitely gonna miss Baja, and we had such a great time down there. Like, honestly, when I think about van life in Baja this winter, it was an absolute dream. But we haven't lived in Vancouver since before we left for Cambodia, back in 2017. So, you know what? It actually feels really good to be home.
Anyways, we're gonna enjoy our time here in Vancouver. So we're gonna shut the camera down now, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.